Our actual job is to actually evaluate the policy of the mask mandates instead of actually wearing the masks.
A new study out of Simon Fraser University appears to show that wearing a mask can have a meaningful impact on the transmission of COVID-19. The main part of the study looked at 34 different public health units in Ontario that adopted mandatory masks earlier versus later. It found the safety measure was associated with at least a 25% weekly reduction in COVID-19 cases, with a further Canada-wide analysis suggesting up to a 46% average reduction in weekly cases.
In the middle, we're able to see that the regions that had a mask mandate had a more favorable trend in terms of cases than the regions that didn't.
The study also examined data showing after mask rules went into effect, there was also an increase in people reporting that they were abiding by those guidelines.
So, we actually find some kind of collaborative evidence that, actually this policy is actually really effective in terms of compliance. So, so people do start wearing actually masks after the mandate.
The mask finding itself was a bit of an accidental finding. It turned out to be the main finding of the study. As economists, I think what we do quite a bit is evaluate the impact of economic policies, right, on, real world variables like, employment, GDP, things like that. So we can use some of the same statistical techniques to evaluate the impact of the mask policy.
They do warn that while the masks can help, they shouldn't be thought of as a fix-all.
I think of it this way as an economist. We have a certain budget for how many contacts we can have with each other while keeping the pandemic under control. What wearing masks and what mask mandates do is that it gives us kind of a discount on, the cost of those interactions.
The mask is not going to offset everything, but this kind of means that, once, this is actually one way to actually mitigate, the spread to some extent while we actually keep that kind of business kind of as usual.
In the meantime, the study is appearing to reaffirm that masks have a place in the fight to save lives. In Burnaby, David Zura, City News.